Hello America, it's Dave here. I want to make a video about Charlie Kirk. I'll try to make it quick. As you can probably tell by my accent already, I'm not American. In fact, I don't even live in USA. I live in UK, and I'm Polish. And you may ask, okay, why do I care? What does it concern me? What a Polish guy living in UK would have to say about his dad? Well, quite a lot actually, because I've been following things he was talking about for close to 18 years now. It's a little bit older. I'm a little bit older than Charlie was, and I investigated a lot of things over the course of many years, and I made a tremendous amount of posts and even opened my own YouTube channel, which is very small, and I actually want to pay more attention to it now, to be honest with you. So you may ask, what a Polish guy can have to do with all of this? Well, Charlie's influence was global. It wasn't just contained to USA. The movement he created, the idea he created, is globally widely spread, and it addresses a lot of young people who are tired of what's going on, and the censorship and the gaslighting and silencing of the young voices, especially the conservative ones, and diminishing the worth of young white men. Basically, we have to say it, who are feeling left out and not relevant anymore because they don't have right to say anything pretty much anymore, because everything they say is ostracized and criticized, and if they say the wrong thing, they're racist and bigots and all the other insults and things that they're being called. But what Charlie did is he opened the debate. He opened the doors for the young people to be able to express their thoughts and concerns and allow them to share them with their world in a polite, civilized manner. And his influence got so immense that I believe that he became a threat. And what the system did, because I don't think it's just the left, it's the systemic left, is they saw him as a threat. Arguably, he was the biggest right-wing conservative influence, right behind Trump, especially in youth. It was the first. So basically, getting rid of him is targeting the future of conservative movement. And why making this video and why I think it's so relevant and important is because what's happening in US, echoing with the rest of the world. What happens in US affects the rest of the world. It affects all of us. And we had many examples of it in the past, so this is not arguable, it's a fact. So I think it's extremely important in this moment in time to focus on what's going to happen next. I was watching the IRL podcast yesterday with Tim, and they were actually confused. They were like thinking what to do now, like what's the next step, should we be concerned doing lives or not? And let me tell you, all of you YouTubers, influencers, podcasters, you will have to double and triple and quadruple your efforts to fill the void that was left after Charlie. Is going to be an immense task. And don't get twisted, none of you can do it individually. Charlie was 1 in a billion. None of us can do this individually. We all have to step in. Tim, Milo, Matt Walsh, Benny, everybody, you name it. Everybody on the right side. You cannot allow yourselves to be scared and silenced and muted, and you have to keep fighting. In fact, more than ever right now. And you then may ask questions like what to do, like, okay, who's trying to stir this? Who did that? Who's trying to provoke it? They trying to create division. But the thing is that division is already there. They were suing it for many, many years. The elites, the globalistic elites, they were trying to create division in USA for decades now, pretty much, with the education system, with the media, with politics. The problem that America is facing right now, as a person, as the outsider observing it and watching what's going on in there, is that the elites, the radical democratic left elites, they know they're losing ground. They know it's basically they're like desperate at this moment in time, and think, you know, like people saying, oh, who can profit from this? Well, Obama made this movie, Civil War. He was like one of the people that actually sponsored the movie, etc., pretty much showcasing what's going to happen in case of civil war in the United States. And I think that this is a prediction. This is what they're aiming for. They want to split the United States. They want to create the right and left, because these people pretty much cannot live amongst each other anymore. The division is so strong, and those groups are so radicalized towards other way, that, you know, there is no respect for life anymore. And it's especially from the left, because the bullet's flying only one way. You know, then you're listening to this governor of Illinois, Pritzker, saying and basically, oh, you know, the violence started with January 6th. No, that was the first event that opened the floodgates for this kind of violence, etc. No, that started with Black Lives Matter, the BLM. They burned the cities to the ground. That's when it all started. Not with January 6th. January 6th was made up nonsense made by the media. So basically, this is ongoing, and this is happening in front of our eyes, and they want to split America, maybe into states. Maybe that's why the government, maybe that's why the California, Gavin Newsom, that's the guy. That's why he's, you know, opposing Trump so much right now, because that's the part of the plan. They want to split this country. They want to create division. He was trying to take over the National Guard there, so to basically, you know, disagree with Trump and show it to everybody that, yeah, we're Californians, we have our own rules and regulations, and we can stand separately. It leads to civil war, which will split America, because this seems to be the last desperate attempt by the left. This is all they can count on. This is all they can hope for. They don't want to be left with nothing, and that's where it's headed at the moment. The people realizing what Trump is doing is right. What Trump is doing is big. The changes are massive. It's like historic, and Charlie was part of it. And Charlie was amongst many others, like Elon and many others, that participated in Trump's victory and made it possible. Charlie was on the pedestal there. So he was one of the most important people that elected Trump, basically. So he was a threat, and he was young. He could be president in the future, maybe, right? So the left is targeting your future as America. And I would like to add to this now as well, is that what the conservatives in the USA have to understand, because I feel like a lot of you guys are still like oblivious to this. Like, you try to rationalize things and reason with them. It's too late for that. The generation is already brainwashed, not just on societal level, but on individual level as well. Those people cheering and jumping and laughing at Charlie's being shot, this is disgusting. This is insane. No normal person with any morality would do that. When Biden got cancer or something, you didn't see the right cheering and being happy about this. There's no such thing. Conservatives in USA, the only reason why evil can triumph is for good people to do nothing, right? You do not understand. Your morality does not allow you to comprehend how rotten and evil some people can be. You have to allow the thought in your head that these people's morality is not on par with yours. What you cannot compare yourselves, because you won't be able to. You cannot judge them by your own standards, because you will not be able to. The hate, the ill intentions that they have is dehumanizing towards the conservatives. They don't treat you as humans. There was this kids and all this. The Charlie Kirk was shot like a dog, and etc. etc. They treat you like animals. They don't look at you as humans anymore. You have to realize that, because otherwise you will not understand the threat that you're facing, and it is existential. So if American conservatives will not wake up, stand up, and yes, people saying, oh yeah, but that's what the elites want to do. They want to sow division, and then, well, on one side, yes, they want to create this division now and maybe the civil war so they can split America into states. But then on the personal, individual level, you have people that genuinely want to kill you and they have no respect for your life. You have to defend yourself. And the best way to go about it might be actually just, I don't know, give them California and the rest of the United States stays with you or something. I'm not the one to come up with a solution for America, right? But something has to be done. And it cannot be left like this. This education system cannot be left like this. All those teachers that's teaching grade schoolers, and she's like recording videos on TikTok, like cheering for Charlie's death. This is not normal, people. That's not how it should be. And the sooner you realize that, the greater chances of preserving the Western civilization, morals. I'm not a big believer like Charlie, but the Christianity built this. Your entire system is built on it. The American Constitution, everything relies on Christian values, which are good values. They built the Western civilization to be civilized and morally righteous. But yeah, America is stepping away from this for many decades, and it's been ridiculed and radicalized, etc., etc. But that's not what it is, and that's not what it has to be. And you have to stand up and defend and defend those values, because you are the bastion of hope for the rest of the world. And people like Charlie Kirk are immensely important for all the young people, all the young men around the world, to be strong, to be motivated, ambitious, and try to do it. This thing actually made me reconsider certain things in life, and paradoxically motivated me to do more. So to all of you, bigger names and YouTubers that are out there, pick up the banner and fight. It's the time. Thank you.